snow is deep and the sun never shines.
Today I want to talk to you about axe throwing. Now there's basically two kinds of axes. There's one like this, which is a single-bitted or single-bladed axe. These were used more for chopping down trees and felling them. The first men going out into the woods would be called the fellers. They cut the trees down or fell them. That's where they got their names. Use a single-bitted axe like this. They chop a notch in the tree. They chop about a quarter of the way through. That ensures the direction the tree is going to fall. They then run around the back side of the tree and continue to chop with this axe until that tree came down. Now those men were so good they could put a peg out there 80 feet and guarantee that tree would hit it every single time. You obviously wouldn't throw an axe like this. They're much too sharp. You damage the edge. With only one side, with one blade, they'd be unevenly weighted, hard to throw. So what we'll be throwing is a double-bitted or double-bladed axe. Now, the first man of any logging operation was known as the timber cruiser or the landlooker. He'd carry with him an axe like this, a double-bitted axe, and he'd mark trees to be harvested. He'd shave some of the bark off the side with that axe, and the fellers coming through would know which trees to fell. Now you can imagine walking through the woods all day with an axe. It seems to get kind of heavy. So instead of carrying it with him from tree to tree, he'd make a game of it. He'd throw it to the next tree, see if he could get it to stick. Kind of became a game in logging camps. They'd throw an upturned stump. They'd bet for food, money, chores, whether they had to do laundry or dishes that night, pretty much anything. See who could be the most accurate. From that, we've eventually gotten into the actual lumberjack sports, the games nowadays. Each man's given 3 throws to see who's the most accurate. At the end, whoever has the highest score is the winner. The most important thing about axe throwing in your grip is just to keep a nice, loose grip, almost like playing golf, honestly. Let's go throw some axes. The original lumberjack started with an upturned stump. Nowadays we've moved to a target. In competition, the scoring is pretty simple. The bullseye will be worth 5 points. The next ring out will be worth 4 points. Then 3 points and 2 points and on out, depending how big the target is. This one's a little bit smaller. Usually they're a little bit bigger. Each man is usually given 3 throws. Whoever has the highest score after 3 throws is the winner of the competition. And that's how we do it nowadays. It's pretty basic. I like to put my dominant hand right on the bottom. The next hand right above it, almost in a golf grip, just like that. And I put my non-dominant foot forwards, my dominant foot back. You want to hold the axe just nice, straight up and down like this. Come back over your head, you rock back a little bit forwards, you go forwards and release. That's about it. That's pretty basic movement. The mistake most people try to make is they try to throw with their wrists. They try to really flex with the axe to twist. If I were to do that, I'll throw it here. And you'll see what happens. The axe is going to rotate, called over-rotating, it's going to hit the ground. You can see how much that spun? That's what's called over-rotating. Regulation throwing is about 20 feet from the man to the target, from his front foot to the target. He can't cross that line until the axe...
I want you really to notice here the transfer weight from the back foot to the front foot. This is really what gets the axe to target. It's not throwing the axe to your arms. It's putting the energy from your body moving forwards behind the axe.
One more time. We'll go through this step by step. You're going to hold the handle, dominant hand in your golf grip, overlapping thumbs, arms straight in front of you, wrists locked. You're going to shift your weight on your back foot as you bring that axe over your head. You're going to arch your back slightly and just stare right at the center of your target and come up and throw. Here we go. Alright, once you get good at throwing axe, you can start doing trick shots. It takes a lot of practice to get good at throwing axe, throw it accurately, so trick shots are a ways down the road. One of the things you can do is called an underhand throw, where it's going to be the same stance with your my not dominant leg forwards, my dominant leg back. Hold the axe out, single hand. I'm just going to come out and swing right here through here like a pendulum, just like that. Let's see if this works. It's been a while since I've thrown an underhand. So you just come back. Second kind of trick shot you can do is a one-handed throw. This one's a little bit different. You're going to take more of what's called a horse riding stance, where you'll be perpendicular to the target. And you don't want your dominant hand down at the bottom like you did before. You're actually going to choke up. I like to have that handle come right to my elbow. Maybe a little bit less, right in there. Axe is kind of nice and evenly weighted in my hand. And I'm actually going to throw more with my core this time than my arms. and my I'll still use my weight transfer. So I'll load up one leg, and I'll just come across just like that. So here we go. Let's see how this goes. It's been a while since I've done this.